she can embody the energy of a dragon, become that dragon, and bring to her clients to activate a gift within them. People are doing amazing freaking things out there, and I'm just so thankful that every once in a while I get to channel or do Akashic records or look at someone's dreams that have been doing amazing things. After this channeled reading, she sent me some messages from her clients after they've done work with her, telling her about dreams that they had right after the work with NOCCI. NOCCI actually comes in the form of a dragon and brings some sort of clearing or gift or new knowledge to the dreamer. So I'm just like, yes, so blown away how powerful that channeling session was, because it directly was stuff she was already doing. But then I was able to tune in deeper and find out exactly how she needs to be doing it and which dimension it happens in. It was just fascinating. A dream from one of her clients after she did work with her. She says, a water dragon emerges from the river and enters the room. The water dragon moves by circling around our space several times, then eventually exits back out. Seeing it, I naturally recognize it and I think, that's the dragon, I finally met you. Feeling joy and a sense of relief at that moment. After that, the scene changes and I'm going out together with my mentor, NOCCI, and then this dreamer woke up with this strong sense of certainty and reassurance that she's connected with the presence of the water dragon. Awesome. Let's see, I think she sent me another one. She says, I have lots of such dream reports, also with a phoenix in it. So what we kind of thought was interesting is a lot of people in the US have a phoenix in these kinds of dreams, and then a lot of people in Japan have dragons in their dreams. But I mean, obviously anybody can dream about anything, but we just found that more often Japanese people dreamed about dragons and people in the United States dreamed about phoenixes. Here's another dream. NOCCI appeared and there was a dragon-like being in the same space. The dragons looked a bit like monsters, but they felt friendly and joyful. They were wearing aprons and seeming to enjoy themselves while listening and trying to do something like cooking. There were 4 dragons at one table, and in total there were 12. The atmosphere was very calm and peaceful, and everything felt harmonious. Okay. Here's another one. I guess I should talk about that other dream. Let's see. So this is the first time I'm actually looking at this, so I'm just going to tune into that. The dragons look like monsters, but they felt friendly and joyful. I wonder why. Why do they look like monsters? Okay, this dream is about her experience with real people and how difficult it is to be able to see somebody's true nature, who they are on the other side of the veil. Like they're a bright, beautiful being on the other side, but here on this side, they are playing a role. And so comparatively on Earth, they look like monsters. There's a feel of some people being like monsters. But this dream is showing how her perspective is starting to change. Let's see, it says they're enjoying themselves while listening and trying to do something like cooking. So it's like being more human, There were 4 dragons at one table. In total, there were 12. The atmosphere was very calm and peaceful. Okay, so let me tune into that. Okay, so what I'm getting is that the four dragons represent the fourth dimension. So it's like, as I said, being able to see beyond. But sometimes on Earth, things are so hard that it's difficult to see beyond that. It's difficult to see beyond, like when people act like monsters, it's so hard to see the truth. It's hard to connect with compassion. That is really difficult to connect with on Earth because there are so many difficulties here. So it's like she's starting now, after working with NOCCI, to be able to see, to, to be able to see beyond the earth illusion. So starting to be able to see the shadow that is extended into 4D. And I don't mean shadow in an evil or dark way. I'm talking about being able to see what we can't usually see. So why the 12? So what I'm picking up here is that NOCCI is like, she directly communicates with the Galactic Federation. I feel like this is either that or it's an offshoot of it or something that is part of that, but it's a council of, for lack of better terms, like a council of elders. I'm trying to, like, it's just kind of the way that it's coming through in my vision. I remember one time I went to see a shaman. She did this ceremony. There was this part where I just saw this vision. It was like real as day. Like, I feel like my eyes were open, but they weren't. I had a cloth over my eyes, but I saw several people just in a circle. It's like they were looking down from a very high location onto where I literally was lying at that moment. And they had these hoods on, and they just said, "Oh yeah, see this ship? Yeah, you're coming up here with us." And so that's kind of what I'm feeling like. It's like this council that NOCCI is involved in. But now this person is more, what's the word I'm looking for? Is just more able to feel that strong, calm presence in her waking life. Great job, NOCCI. Let's look at this next dream. I was in a classroom-like place. NOCCI was there as the teacher guiding the lesson. Of course she is, because that's what she does. We were learning how to bring dragon energy into our bodies. It felt like we were being taught how to receive and integrate the energy of the dragon into our bodies. And I am telling you, I didn't know this. She sent this dream to me after the channeling session where I said, this is something that you're able to do. You go into dragons' bodies. So she just didn't know that she was doing it, but it showed up in her clients' dreams. Isn't that fascinating? Okay, so, and I would also say that in the dream, NOCCI is teaching other people how to do what she does. So either when you work with her and you have this dragon activation come through, she brings your dragon into your space and you have something activated, like a gift. So NOCCI does do third eye activations, but when I tuned into that, what she's bringing with the dragon is activation of spiritual abilities or superhuman powers. So yeah, I would say do this multi-dimensional work with us both. Yeah, so amazing. See you later.